Next, one more important topic is there in alkenes chapter, that is Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule. See, what is the purpose of this rule? This is applicable to unsymmetrical alkenes. This is applicable to unsymmetrical alkenes. What is unsymmetrical alkenes? See, CH2 double bond CH2. If you observe this compound carefully, this carbon contains 2 hydrogens. This carbon also contains 2 hydrogens. That means whatever the groups present on this carbon, those groups present on this carbon. So that type of compound is called symmetrical. That is called symmetrical. If you take another example, CH2 double bond CH3. This carbon contains 2 hydrogens, but this carbon contains 1 hydrogen and 1 CH3. 1 hydrogen. So here the groups which are present on one carbon is not equal to the groups which are present on another carbon. So such type of compounds are unsymmetrical. We will discuss one more symmetrical compound, that is CH3 CH double bond CH3. See, here this carbon contains H and CH3. This carbon also contains H and CH3. So this is symmetrical. If you take this example, this double bond, you have to see double bond carbons only. This carbon contains 2 H2, but this carbon contains H and this group. So this comes under unsymmetrical. So I hope you understand what is symmetrical, what is unsymmetrical. This is very important. So what is symmetrical? Whatever the groups present on one double bonded carbon, that groups should be equal to another double bonded carbon atom. That is called what? Symmetrical. Otherwise it is called unsymmetrical. Now what is this rule? This rule applicable to unsymmetrical alkanes, not for symmetrical alkanes. According to this rule, the negative part of the addendum means adding molecule, is attached to double bonded carbon atom. Is attached to what, students? Double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. What is the statement here? The negative part of the adding molecule is attached to double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. See, this is here addendum because this is going to add to this compound. See, this is unsymmetrical alkene because this carbon having 1 hydrogen and CH3, but this carbon having 2 hydrogens. So groups are not same on double bonded carbon atom. So this comes under unsymmetrical. So in this adding molecule, H plus and Br minus is present. In this adding molecule, H plus and Br minus are present. This Br minus is the negative part. This comes and attack at double bonded carbon atom having less the number of hydrogens. That means central carbon. Then automatically this positive part come and attack at this carbon. Then which compound we get? CH3, CHBr, CH3. That means this one. There is one more chance. What is that? If hydrogen come and attack and a bromine come and attack, then we get this one. But according to this rule, this is major product. According to this rule, this is minor product. That means the negative part of the addendum which comes and attack at double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens will be major product. We should see why it will be major, why it will be minor. For that mechanism is there. See, mechanism means what? How products are formed from reactants. See, initially this HBr undergo dissociation as H plus and Br minus. After dissociation, this H plus come and attack this unsymmetrical alkene. Here one effect is there. What is that effect? See carefully. That is called electromeric effect. I told you already. See, CH3, CH double bond, CH2 plus H plus. What is electron? This is reagent, this is alkene. In the presence of reagent means either electrophile or nucleophile or free radicals. In the presence of reagents, that pi bonds completely transfer towards either of the carbon atom. That is called electromeric effect. Suppose if pi bonds completely transfer towards this carbon atom, then we get this product CH3, CH. This becomes positive. This becomes negative. This is one possibility. This is one possibility. One more possibility is there. Plus one more what is this? If a pi bond completely transfers to this carbon atom, then we get CH3, CH minus, CH2 plus. Suppose if you take this possibility, then H plus come and attack here. Then from this we get which one? CH3, CH plus, CH3. If suppose if you take this possibility, then H plus come and attack here. Then from this we get this one, that is CH3, CH2, CH2 plus. I hope you understand. I have written possibilities based on electromagnetic effect. Then which is left? Br minus is left. If Br minus come and attack here, then this becomes CH3, CHBr, CH3. If Br minus come and attack this compound, then we get CH3, CH, CH2, CH2Br. This is 2 bromopropane. This is 1 bromopropane. I hope you understand. But what is the statement regarding what is the rule of Markovnikov's rule? According to Markovnikov's rule, this will be major, this will be minor. So why this will be major? Because this is secondary carbocation, because this carbocation attached to 2 methyl groups. This is primary carbocation because this carbocation attached to only one carbon. If carbocation attached to carbons, that is secondary. If carbocation attached to 1 carbon, that is primary. So what? If what is the point here? Secondary carbocations are more stable than primary carbocations. We discussed that point also. If they are more stable, they can form more stable products. That is the important point. If it is stable, they can form more stable. If it is less stable, they can form less stable. So that 2 bromopropane is major product and 1 bromopropane is a minor product. That is the mechanism behind the Markovnikov's rule. See, primary carbocation test secondary carbon. Why 2 possibilities are present? If pi bond is completely transferred to this carbon, then we get 1 possibility. If pi bond is completely transferred to this carbon, then we get 1 more possibility. After forming carbocations, then these compounds reacts with bromine, then we get 2 bromo, 1 bromo. Out of them, 2 bromopropane is more stable due to more stability of secondary carbocation. So what you have to understand, students, here this is very important rule. What you have to understand, whenever you take unsymmetrical alkenes, when that unsymmetrical alkenes reacts with any molecule, in that molecule the negative part come and attack at a double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. We can say one more statement regarding Markovnikov's rule. What is that? If the positive part, earlier we said the statement regarding negative part. Now the positive part of the adenine molecule come and attack at a double bonded carbon atom having more number of hydrogens. That is also called Markovnikov's rule. Next, anti-Markovnikov's rule. That is also called peroxide effect. That is also called Karash effect. All are same. See, whatever the statement is present in Markovnikov's rule, that will be the exactly opposite in anti-Markovnikov's rule. What is the statement in Markovnikov's rule? According to Markovnikov's rule, the negative part of the addendum will attack at a double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. Here, double bonded carbon atom having more number of hydrogens. See, according to this rule, in the presence of peroxides, this is the difference. In the presence of peroxide, the negative part of the addendum, nothing but adding molecule, is attached to double bonded carbon atom having more number of hydrogens. In other words, the positive part of the addendum is attached to double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. So if you understand Markovnikov's rule carefully, then this rule will be understood clearly, automatically. So what is the difference between Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov rule? Here we should take peroxides. See, same example, I took again same example, same products, but stability will be different, so that major and minor products will be different. What is the major product? 1 bromopropane is major and 2 bromopropane will be minor. So what is the statement, students? The negative part of the addendum come and attack at a double bonded carbon atom having more number of hydrogens. There, double bonded carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. Don't get confused at all. For this also mechanism is there, but I don't want to discuss about this mechanism because this is not important. You just remember the statement, that is enough. You should understand these two rules carefully, because so many applications comes in 12th class based on Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. Whenever you take peroxides, that comes under anti-Markovnikov's rule. Without peroxides, that comes under Markovnikov's rules only. I hope you understand about Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. Thank you.